Brother-in-law, blind drunk, slapped my 5-year-old daughter across the face in front of the whole family. "You little brat," he slurred, "don't you know how to greet your uncle?" My daughter, only 5, burst into terrified tears. I was about to explode, but my wife Sarah grabbed my arm, her voice a low hiss. "Don't make a scene, we'll talk at home." Looking at her, so desperate to smooth things over, I felt a sudden, bitter laugh bubble up inside me. I didn't say another word that night. The next morning, I made a single phone call. That afternoon, my brother-in-law Jack burst into our home, his face sheet white. "Are you insane? If you pull my loan guarantee, my company is finished." I lifted my coffee mug, blowing gently on the steam. "Well, Jack," I said slowly, "my daughter might not have any manners, but as her father I have even less." One crack of palm against cheek. Sharp, clean. Silence slammed down on the dinner table. The half-eaten shrimp fell from my daughter's tiny hand, spattering sauce on Jack's pant leg. "Why, cry tore through the quiet. My 5-year-old daughter Monica recoiled so violently she almost fell off her chair. Jack drew his hand back, his face flushed with booze and anger. The stench of cheap whiskey filled the air. He jabbed a finger at Monica, the tip nearly poking her in the eye. "No manners," he growled. "Doesn't greet her uncle, gets food all over me, she had it coming." I clenched my fists, the fork in my hand bent, the tines digging into my palm. I stood up. The scrape of my chair against the floor was a raw, ugly sound. My wife Sarah lunged at me, wrapping her arms around my bicep like a vice. Her nails dug into my skin. "Ethan, don't," she pleaded, her voice a desperate whisper. "He's drunk." Her eyes weren't filled with concern for our daughter. They were filled with fear. Fear that I would flip the table. Fear that I would ruin her family's precious dinner party. I glanced at my mother-in-law Brenda. She was dabbing at Jack's pants with a napkin, not even looking up. "Kids are tough. A slap will teach her to remember. Besides, those pants cost a fortune. It'd be a shame to stain them." My father-in-law Robert raised his wine glass for a sip. "Sit down, Ethan, we're family, don't spoil the mood." And Monica, really, she's old enough to hold a bowl properly. Monica was clutching her face, her small fingers unable to hide the bright red handprint blooming on her cheek. She wouldn't even look at me. She just shrank into the corner of her chair, her small body trembling. "Daddy," she whimpered, "I'm sorry, please don't hit me." That one sentence ripped my insides to shreds. I threw Sarah's arm off me. The force sent her stumbling back against a liquor cabinet. "Ethan, what are you doing? This is my parents' house," she shrieked. Jack slammed his glass down on the rotating centerpiece. The glass spun with a low hum. "Lost your mind, have you? You eat at our table, you play by our rules. Now sit down, knock back 3 shots, and we'll call this over." His tongue was thick, his eyes clouded with a murky arrogance I'd endured for 5 long years. An arrogance I'd paid for, starting with the $60,000 gift I gave her parents for the wedding and the down payment I'd made on this very house. I bent down and lifted Monica into my arms. She buried her face in my neck, her tears soaking my collar, hot and searing. "We're leaving." Just 2 words. I turned and walked toward the door. Sound of a plate shattering echoed behind me. "Ethan, you walk out that door tonight and don't you dare come crawling back," Jack bellowed. My mother-in-law was screaming now too. "Ungrateful bastard, that's what he is. Sarah, look at the trash you married." Sarah caught up to me at the door, her hand clamping down on the handle. "Don't go, what about me?"